back. This is Jessica at Christ-Centered Ironworks. Today we're going to talk about 10 places you can purchase a used anvil. Number 1, a blacksmithing conference. There's quite a few blacksmithing conferences in the US. Most of them have tailgate sales where there's normally piles upon piles of anvils that you can purchase. Prices will range, as will the quality and how used they are, but it's definitely a great place to go looking. The second place that you can purchase a used anvil is at an auction. You can find local auctions in your newspaper, or you can also get on auctionzip.com and look for auctions near you. The first thing it'll ask is how many miles from your zip code that you want to search. You can narrow the categories if you wish, and then you can type in the word you're looking for, such as blacksmith or anvils, and press search auctions. One of the auctions that came up in our area is a public auction where it says, it's got highlighted here that there's 15 anvils for sale, or for auction rather. So this would be a terrific option to purchase an anvil. Although there could be a lot of competition, there might be a lot of other blacksmiths or metal workers that come to the auction. But you can click on the listing, you can go view full photo gallery, and they'll usually have a whole bunch of photographs of the majority of the items that they'll have up for auction. This particular one, they included several photographs of their anvils, and there they are right there. You can see they're different sizes and things like that. The third place that you can purchase a used anvil is on eBay. Most of you are probably already familiar with this. If you buy an anvil on eBay, you want to try to find one with local pickup near you, or somewhere that you're willing to drive. If you can find one with local pickup near you, you will get a better deal because you don't have to worry about the shipping, and you'll be able to save yourself that cost. Down in the description, I'm going to have links for all of the places I'm mentioning, and I'll also have a link for the search results for blacksmith anvils. My fourth result here is Craigslist. If you have not used Craigslist before, it's craigslist.org. They have Craigslist communities for places all over the world, pretty much. Here in the US, we are in the Dayton area. They kind of group them by regions. And you can search Craigslist here by typing in on the side. You type in your search results and press enter, and it'll pull up the results. And sometimes the results aren't quite related, but you just kind of have to browse through them. There's a 175-pound Trenton with a base. There's one in Wilmington. They've got at least 2 anvils, it looks like. Sometimes you may not find them in your local area, and if you go down to the bottom, it gives you some nearby areas as well. Oh. Excuse me there. Sorry, have to go back down to the bottom. So yeah, you'll see all sorts of sizes and price ranges on Craigslist. Roy actually bought his second and third anvil, I believe it was, from a man on Craigslist down in Kentucky. So that is a good way of finding it. The fifth way of finding an anvil is on a blacksmith forum. An example of this is anvilfire.com. On Anvilfire, along the side on their menu, you will see tailgate sales, and that'll bring you to this page, which will have, it will have things grouped into different categories and whether shop tools, blacksmith related, blacksmithing tools, all kinds of things. You just have to get into the categories and browse through them. There's also other blacksmith forums, and some of them are even specific to regions, so that may be helpful. My sixth place to buy an used anvil is a Facebook group. This is an example of one, the Blacksmith's Tailgate. I just requested to join, so it's still pending. But there's supposed to be buying and selling of goods, blacksmithing goods in this group. And there's also quite a few other ones. If you're already part of blacksmithing groups on Facebook, you may find they have a section within their group specifically for buying and selling. The seventh place to purchase an anvil is at your local blacksmith club. You can ask around there, and there may be some guys wanting to sell off some of their stuff. Occasionally, we have at our local club, SOFA, we have some blacksmiths come in there that are quite old and they're retiring and they're just selling off everything in their shop. So if you happen to have money in your pocket and one of those lucky guys comes along, then you might just get a great deal and even possibly just purchase a lot of items from them. The eighth place I'm going to touch on is an antique mall. Now this may sound strange, but we have actually seen a few anvils here and there at antique malls. And yes, you have to do a lot of hunting to find them, and they're not, it's a hit and miss thing. But we've seen a Peter Wright anvil, about a 200-pound one. I believe it was under $500 when Roy first started blacksmithing, and we passed on it. But like I said, you do sometimes see deals like that. Number 9 is a scrapyard. Not all scrapyards will sell metal to you. Sometimes you have to call and ask or go in person and ask. Roy has purchased an anvil before at a scrapyard, but again, this can be rare. And my last one is garage sales. Again, this one you have to do quite a bit of hunting, but sometimes people that have barn sales especially, you can find some blacksmithing tools and they may not even know what they are. That was the case when Roy first started smithing. I found his forge at a garage sale along with a couple other tools, and since then I've seen some anvils here and there at garage sales. So you just have to get out your list and start searching. So down in the comments, why don't you tell us where you found your anvil and how you got a hold of it. We'd love to hear that down in the comments. And I'm going to have links for the places I mentioned also down in the video description for anyone who's looking for more details or if you're trying to hunt down an anvil of your own. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed day.